Hi, Statesmen Nation. We are here with Jay Cadle, the head women's wrestling coach at William Penn, preparing for the 23-24 year. Your first year coach here. We were talking off camera. Can't really talk about last year because we don't really need to talk about Iowa Wesleyan and all that, what you did, but we can talk about what the first handful of months have looked like being here at William Penn. So let's kind of rewind from day one and get back to here.
Yeah, so, I mean, overall the experience has been awesome so far. So, like I said, we got a ton of support, and then just facilities and everything is amazing, and it just...
Even as we're patching it all together, trying to figure it out.
yeah. I mean, we've made it work, so...
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good thing, too, with the men's side of things. They're super flexible and helpful, and they've been a big help with just getting adjusted and things like that. So, kudos to Coach Scott for all of his help, so... But yeah, it was an easy transition. We fairly similar institutions, similar ways that they operate for the most part, and then so just getting in the swing of practices was the first thing on the schedule, and then getting academics in line and all that,
right.
Which we had pretty good success with that right away. So not too many issues, which is always good. And then we're just starting here this week, and it'll be our first competition, and. It's gone by quick, that's for sure, with just the start of practices, and the next thing you know, it's probably going to be March, here coming up.
Yeah.
So,
no, for sure.
But yeah, the big thing, just keeping everyone healthy, and just kind of going from there. So.
Yeah, no need to talk a lot about it because I know you've talked a lot about it with other entities as well, and Iowa Wrestling, whatever. Mm-hmm. Iowa Wrestle came in and talked to you last week, 2 weeks ago or whatever, and had the same question of, just re-recruiting your athletes as well as re-recruiting the William Penn athletes to stay here.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's just talk about that real quick and just getting everybody to buy into, hey, we're all one team. We're coming from a lot of different places here, but now we're all statesmen.
Yeah. That was the most important thing for us as a coaching staff, was getting everybody on the same page, and so most important thing, just establishing our team culture, and obviously that's a difficult transition for people that maybe aren't used to it, so they had their way of doing things previously coming here, and so just trying to get them to assimilate into our team culture that we want for here at William Penn. And so it's been good. I mean, it's been pretty easy. We do a lot of team bonding things, and that's important to get the team chemistry together.
Sure.
Get everybody to know each other is important. And so that was kind of goal number one. And then, you just kind of keep bringing the team along and reminding them of the team goals that we have throughout for the year. And so that's kind of been important too. But yeah, just obviously on the Iowa Wesleyan side of things, we just had to try to get the right individuals that were a good fit for the program to come with us, and we did a pretty good job for the most part for that. And then we had a couple transfers in there too, which add a really good dynamic to the team, and then we got our group of freshmen too, so we got some really good freshmen and really good kids that just overall bring a lot to the program, which is really good. So.
Definitely. Well, and talking team chemistry, you guys are having a lot of fun with doing theme days the last few days. So obviously just keeping it loose too. It's like, all right, it's a long year. Let's not bog ourselves down with just wrestling. Let's have some fun too. So
correct. Yeah, that's important. That wasn't even, we've never did that before at Iowa Wesleyan. So that was a William Penn girls brought that
cool.
to our attention. So we're like, heck yeah, So yeah, they really enjoyed it, and it was good. And we'll obviously keep doing it in the future too. Just lightens the mood a little bit.
Right.
So it's good.
For sure. Awesome. All right, let's break down this roster. Starting, every weight, but 101. There's a lot of rank wrestlers we're going to talk about, so let's get through everybody. 101.
Yeah, so 101, we got some scrappy girls there. We got one of a return or a transfer, I guess, would be Maya Turnmeyer. She's got a lot of really good experience. Where I think maybe will be at 109 for a little bit at the beginning of the year. So. She'll be in there. She had some really good wins last year. Had a hamstring injury and then was out for the rest of the year, so we redshirted her. And then we had Taya Gardner's in there, and then we got Rachel Carter as well, who's a returner, and then Taya's an incoming freshman. So. We'll have some good girls in there. Just the biggest thing we've had in the past was not being able to fill the spot. So now we got some.
It's tough to find a lot of girls that are 101. I mean, want to cut that much or just in that body frame. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're fortunate this year that we have a couple individuals that will be at that weight class, and so that's super exciting too. And then 109 we'll have Mia Palumbo be right in there. She'll, I think right now she's ranked number 1, and then we have a couple other girls that might end up wrestling in there. Not sure what that's going to look like throughout the season, but potentially Lizzie Espinoza might be in there. Maybe Maya Turnmeyer goes 109 in there a little bit too, you know, and so we'll have those individuals in there. 116, we'll kind of see how that shakes out too. We got Alexis Montez, incoming freshman, super tough. She placed at the U20s World Trials a couple times, so she's got some good experience, and Fargo finalist too. I think she's ranked maybe 10, and then we got Brittany Cotter in there at number 11. She's ranked so she'll be a returning national qualifier, and then potentially Catherine Steinkamp might be making her way down to 16 too. Yeah. So she was a national qualifier last year too, and scored some points for the team. So we got her in there too. 123 potentially Catherine. We got Lily Stigerwald will be in there too, and then Gracia Martinez, she's super scrappy too, really good kid, brings a lot of high energy to the team, so she's awesome. Yeah. Super good student too, so she'll be in there, and then like I said, potentially Catherine maybe too, and then I'm sure I'm missing another individual or two in there, but then 130 we'll have right now, I think Joanna Vanderwood, she'll be in there. We got Tatiana Garcia, she's super high level girl coming out of high school too, so gotta get her up there and on the stand as well, so she'll be in there, maybe 123 too, and then I'm sure again I'm missing some individuals, but 136 we'll have Devin Patton's gonna wrestle at 136 this weekend for us. She's ranked actually at 130, but she'll maybe make her way down to 130 here in a little bit, and then we got Adugo at 136, Sandra is there at 136, and then
I love how you glossed over Adugo just that easily, just saying, we got Adugo 136 and just left it at that.
Yeah, she's the pound for pound #1 girl in college wrestling, so
no big deal.
2-time national champ, you know, so she's tough. She's got obviously,
and you could just say Adugo and it would have been fine and everybody would know, and it's fine, but it's like a little more need to be said.
Most of the people they know her accolades for the most part. So but yeah, she'll be in there, and then maybe Alexis Cervantes will be in there too. William Penn girl, returner, and then 143 we'll have Naida Abdianovic, she'll be in there, returning national qualifier, and then we'll have Izzy Holly, she was 6th place for us last year at the nationals, so she's ranked maybe 5th right now or so. Yep, so she's super tough, and then we might have Winter in there too, eventually down the road, and then again, probably missing some more individuals in there. 155 right now, I think we'll have Kylie Eastwood, returning national qualifier. Kayla Johnson will be in there too. Maybe Winter will be in there as well. And then 170, Ashley Lakis will be 170. She's ranked number 2 right now. She was a U23 national champ, so she's super tough. And then 191, we'll have Phoebe Burt, Grace Gray is returning national qualifier. I think she's ranked maybe 11th right now, or so.
Like that,
somewhere in there. Sam Ruano, she's got a lot of really good stuff too, and so she'll be in there. And then Daisy Cabrielos, she'll be in there as well. So the good thing is we got a little bit of numbers where we can have training partners and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like I said, a ton of names out there, and there's going to be a lot of wins dispersed amongst all of them, and probably a whole bunch of opportunities for them to face off against each other when they get into tournaments. Are going to be facing off for 1st or 3rd or whatever when it's all said and done. Any surprises, I guess, or maybe dark horses that you're like, some people are, you don't want to show your hand, but people are maybe overlooking a few of these people. I mean, we got obviously the ones that we've talked about. We know they're going to be good. We're expecting big things, but anybody that's like, wow, they're going to be really good, and I don't think anybody realizes it.
Yeah.
Or that can be said about everybody.
Yeah, I mean, everybody potentially in that boat, but it's all about just staying healthy at the end of the day.
Right.
I would say Alexis Montez is definitely in there to win a national title this year. There's no reason why she shouldn't.
It's one of these. I was sorry to interrupt, but you come in as a freshman and you're immediately ranked that high. It's like it says a lot about your pedigree of what you've done in the past.
Yeah, for sure. And the girls that are ranked 2nd and 3rd, she placed ahead of those girls at U20s this past, and was that April? So in April, she placed ahead of those girls in the tournament, and for whatever reason, they got her ranked 10th, and those girls
She's a
are
freshman,
2 and 3.
I guess. Yeah, right.
So there's, like I said, there's no reason why she shouldn't win it this year. And then, just Ashley Denny's another one. She's a returner that I didn't mention before, but she's got some good stuff. And then, I would say Tatiana Garcia could definitely be in there as well. That girl's got some really good stuff. She was a tough recruit coming out of high school, 2-time state champ. And Devin Patton, she's another one, ranked maybe 10th right now, but she was an All-American 2 years ago. She's got a lot of really good stuff too. Her and JoJo should be in the finals of the Nationals at 130, or maybe JoJo goes 23, I don't know, but they got a lot of good stuff too. So
I was gonna say, I mean, obviously you know what you brought with you. I mean, you know that what the Iowa Wesleyan girls can do, but how much have you seen from the William Penn girls? Like, wow, you know what? I know that maybe they weren't as good last year, and that's where I'm coming with this dark horse thing. People didn't really get to see what they were capable of, and how much they have progressed.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's doing pretty well right now for the most part. So, like I said, I got high expectations for Tatiana Garcia, Catherine Steinkamp, Brittany Cotter, all those girls. Kylie Eastwood, she's another one actually too. I got big hopes for that girl too. She could easily get on the stand. Super good kid. So those are a couple of the ones that I've been putting in some extra work and things like that. Gracia could be right in there too. She's, like I said, she's always asking questions, which is good too. So, but I think just keeping them healthy and finding a way to get their improvement to stay continuous throughout the year is a big goal too. So.
Well, sorry to put you on the spot there, but I was like, there's some more that you probably want to say, so I was going to pull some more out of you. All right, let's talk about the schedule. It's a schedule that's kind of all over the place. I know there's going to be some USA Wrestling stuff in there for the highest individuals to work away from William Penn and represent in the national scene. But let's obviously kind of stick with what everybody doing William Penn wise. And I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to showcase the team as the year goes on. So. Talk about some of the meets that you're really excited about.
Yeah, so that was kind of the goal for scheduling stuff. Is we put in a lot of pretty much all tournaments at the beginning of the year, just to get people matches because that's why they came here to wrestle. Right?
Yeah,
so, don't want them to have to sit on the bench and things like that. But also duels provide another side of things with the team chemistry. It makes that a little more exciting. So you get the same thing at tournaments. You got everybody supporting each other and stuff. Definitely. So. A lot more tournaments at the beginning of the year just to get competition and matches for everybody, and then also just kind of tailoring for some of those individuals that will compete at the U.S. Nationals or USA Wrestling event in December, and then we'll sprinkle in the conference duels second part of the season when we come back from Christmas break. So we'll have conference duels built into the schedule there, and then we'll have 2 home duels, which will be real good for the crowd to get people in here for that and showcase what we're capable of, and then we'll just kind of taper for the end of the year and help try to keep everybody healthy. That's the important part,
Right.
So.
And maybe you slipped it in there and I didn't catch it, but you got NWCA duels coming right after the new year, which is cool. It'll be the first time William Penn's competed in there. You got a late invite there, so obviously another opportunity to show off. It's the unofficial national championship, but it kind of shows how strong you are as a dual team, obviously. So another cool opportunity. So just talk about that for a second.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a big one I skipped over. So that is a real good opportunity for the team here because we'll have a full team, which is good because in the past, like when we've went and competed, we haven't had a whole team every time we've competed there. So it's frustrating when you got to give up opens, for those dual meets. So, so that'll be a great opportunity for the team. First time that we were fortunate to get invited to it. And I think kind of University of Iowa is kind of the same boat. It's like we're going to have really good teams compared to last year, but for whatever reason, sometimes teams drop out because of financial, they can't make it or whatever that looks like. So it makes sense for us to go because we're close. We're right down the street from Cedar Falls, and then we got a really good team, So, and it's a great opportunity for the ladies to compete in that atmosphere, and it's good too because we get to see teams that we haven't been able to see throughout the year, like maybe Menlo or Life University, those teams that are on the coast.
Yep.
It'll be a good opportunity for us to get some big ranked wins over those girls, and then that also plays a big part in the rankings for later down the road. So it'll be good to see those teams.
Yeah, because I mean, like you said, there's not a whole lot of opportunities to catch a team from Georgia or from
correct.
California during the season. I mean, it might be one big tournament, and if that doesn't, there's no guarantee you're going to see them at the tournament.
Yeah,
so
correct.
all right, well, let's talk about conference. Going from a situation where I can't remember Iowa Wesleyan's. They finished second last year?
Yep.
Second.
Yeah.
When Penn was seventh, obviously
Yeah.
put the two teams together. Now you got a team that's currently sitting preseason second behind Grandview. It's going to be a dogfight between those two teams. So let's talk about just kind of where you kind of figure William Penn to position inside the conference.
Yeah, the goal is obviously to win, and so we finished third 2 years ago, second last year, so it's only good to finish first this year. So, but yeah, I mean the duel that we have against them in the season will be a good indicator of where we're at, kind of deal. And so, but yeah, it's just all about who's gonna be able to get more girls on the stand, kind of deal. Conference is still not a great indicator of potentially how you're gonna do at nationals, just because of. I mean, we almost did better than them at nationals last year, but they, so. But yeah, we did a really good job of peaking at conference last year. We put our best team out. We were able to get our best team on the mat during conference, and so really at the end of the day, that's the most important event on the schedule, pretty much, because it's a qualifier for the nationals.
Yeah, you don't want everybody to come in as a wild card because they didn't have a good day that day.
So,
for sure.
So that's, I mean, the most important probably date on the schedule is conference and getting them qualified for nationals, and so, but yeah, it'll be good. I think we definitely got the team to win it, and so it's just a matter of showing up and doing it.
Doing the day of, right?
And it's good too. It's here,
Yeah,
So.
and I was going to say that. I mean, there's going to be a little extra, a few extra navy and gold supporters around that. Hopefully, will maybe bring you over the top in a couple matches. So, all right, let's put a bow on the whole thing. Obviously, there is a lot of expectation, a lot of anticipation for this year. What is it going to take for the team to reach the goals that you guys have set? Maybe not the goals everybody else maybe has set for you, but what have you guys have set for yourselves?
Yeah, just getting the team to buy in to what we're saying and putting in extra work. It's not rocket science, everybody comes to practice, but you got to get some extra work in there too, and we provide those, and the girls are doing a good job of showing up to extra workouts and asking for help, whether it's video review or extra one-on-ones with another teammate and a coach or whatever that looks like, so the girls are doing a good job of that, and all that's going to pay off at the end of the year. So just utilizing that, and then staying healthy, taking care of their bodies, and then obviously academics, staying on top of that. So
definitely.
Good thing about the women's side, we don't have to deal with that too much. So that's good.
And take care of themselves, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, once again, Jake Cadle, head women's wrestling coach here at William Penn. We're really excited for the 23-24 season. You can keep tabs on the team on statesmanathletics.com as well as all of our social media channels. Make sure you download our app. Unfortunately, not a lot of opportunities to see the team here in the Pet Activity Center, just a couple of duels, but then we are hosting the conference championship on the 24th of February, so definitely come out and catch a team there. That's a national qualifier. It's going to be a heck of a show that day. So, all right, best of luck, Coach.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you.